Welcome everybody. It's so good to see you all. I've got the absolute pleasure of bringing this super exciting call to you all this evening, which I'm stoked about and actually quite anxious about as well, because it's such a big message that we want to get across to everybody. And I've got that responsibility. So you can imagine that my heart is kind of beating in my chest quite a bit right now, because this is such a powerful message that we want to share with you. And I really want you leaving this call feeling so empowered and inspired that you can take everything that we've generated and put together, and you can just harness it. And you can really go on to create something for yourself that you've probably never even seen in your business before, and you've probably never personally experienced in your Isagenix business before as well. So it's quite a message that I really am delivering on behalf of the leadership table, as we call our group chat. Just going to mute those last few people that are jumping on. So great that you've made it. Thanks, team. So yes, on behalf of Rach and Isaac and Sam and Adam and Bianca, Kelvin and Vanessa, Josh and Sarah, myself and Steve, I'm going to deliver to you guys tonight something that we have never fully harnessed as a team before, and are so inspired from Good to Great last weekend that we've just got so much clarity. I'm just going to mute you guys jumping in there. We've had so much clarity from the Good to Great event last weekend that we came back and we knew exactly what we needed to bring to you guys. And we knew exactly what the team needed to move forwards, to grow in all of our leadership, to grow in all of our business centers. And so what we're bringing to you guys tonight, and what we're going to be getting straight into, really is going to see some brand new leaders stepping up. And like I said before, you're not even going to recognize yourself at the end of this action. Now we're all in the rally, everybody's going full steam ahead, and who was excited to see that leaderboard of the top 21 already. We can see so many of you guys in action, which is phenomenal. Everyone, as you're jumping on, just check your mutes, just so I can stay focused on delivering this. That would be amazing. Just double check your button when you're jumping on. That'd be awesome. So yeah, literally coming off the back of Good to Great, what we discovered and what every single one of us took away was just how much safety there was, how much security there was in sticking to systems and tools. In fact, we were put under what we felt was extreme pressure to be able to stand on stage and deliver a piece that so many of us would just have been winging, but we were able to bring so much clarity and so much depth to what we shared, because David provided us with a very simple structure and a very simple tool. So who would love to have, Laura's already putting her hand up, and Sam, I love it. They want it all. Who would love to have extreme confidence and certainty in all those really uncomfortable positions that they put themselves in within the business? Who would just love to know that they had this safety net there to catch them, and you couldn't do anything wrong because you had that safety net and you were following the system, that you were only going to get better and better and better every time you practiced, but you knew you were always on track. Love that. Love. Go and tell us. You guys, this is it. This absolute beauty here, known as the 90-day action plan, is the most powerful tool that Isagenix ever delivered to us. I'm just going to mute a few people again. I'm going to lower John's hand. I'm going to mute these last few peeps. Awesome. Hayley, if you could just mute your iPhone, that would be epic. We're going to get locked and loaded and plugged into this 90 days of action. And what you can see here is a beautiful, brand new, ordered 90-day action plan, because us leaders, we're going to be doing this right alongside you guys. So anybody that's reached manager, director, executive, what you're really, really going to get out of doing this is you're going to be able to be creating brand new leaders within your team. And you're going to be able to execute your leadership at the end of this 90 days in ways that you've never imagined. We have dipped into and we've taken bits out of these 90-day action plans so many times before, yet that's not the point of why this was created. David has given us such simple tools to run with. We're going to be utilizing the biggest tool in this business. We see teams over and over and over again absolutely smashing these action plans, and the results that come out of it are absolutely outstanding. So I've got a checklist here of things I want to cover on this call. So if you see me glancing down, I'm just checking in that I'm really getting to deliver everything to you guys that I want to. And I can't talk and read the chat, so I have no idea what's going on in there right now. I can see some giggly faces, so I don't know if that's private chat or if that's group chat. First of all, as we get locked into the 90-day action plan, the very first thing that we get to do is get super connected to our why. And we know when we talk about the why so much, but we're actually really going to solidly get connected to it. And so what this next 90 days of action is really going to look like is going to be week by week coaching on our team calls, but with full commitment in between the calls as well. So how it's going to look is that every single week we're going to have a leader jumping on and leading a training in action for our hour on our Monday night call. Now, those of you jumping on that call are going to be committing to getting on every single call for the 90 days. And in between, that action in between, whether you're doing this full time or in the pockets of your life, it's going to be super powerful, and you're going to want to do it, because why else are you showing up to these calls if not to build your Isagenix business? We're going to set you guys homework and tasks in between each Monday night call that are going to be in your 90-day action plan. So you're going to have everything you need, and we're going to be setting you homework in between, so that in that week, you're going to be keeping yourself accountable by posting and sharing in the Pathway to Success, because that's our group collective business page. We're going to be sharing, and the task that we set you, going to be posting and keeping all of ourselves accountable to that group. Now, if you show up on the Monday night call the following week for the whole next week's training and the whole next week's homework and haven't completed that task, and you haven't done that homework, we're not here to be your boss. We're not here to chase you up. We're not here to say, have you done your homework? You know, you're not at school. You're all here as independent Isagenix business owners. You get to take, and you must take, and we all must take, including myself, full responsibility of everything that we do and don't do within our Isagenix business. So something that I really want you guys to consider is, if you choose to show up on the following Monday night's call and you've not taken the action and you've not done the homework, that's just the name we're calling it, the homework, I really want you to think about, is it worth your valuable time to be showing up on a call with no action in between? Because I personally know that every single one of you lives extremely full lives, whether that's children, whether that's jobs, whether that's study, whatever it is, you're leading extremely busy lives. And the reason that I know that for every single one of you is because that's just the way of the world, wherever it is that you're tuning in from around the world. Because I know we've got people from every corner of the globe on this call. Not a single one of you has time to waste. Not a single one of us has time to waste. So we don't want you showing up on a Monday night call, having not taken that action through the week and having not kept yourself accountable. We're not telling you can't turn up on those calls, absolutely, but it's just not going to be a value of your time. And that's where I really want you to be considering, are you valuing your own time, and are you taking yourself seriously to really grow your Isagenix business? So that's what it's going to look like. There's going to be tasks, there's going to be awesome teaching. Oh, look at that, John. I've just seen that pop up. He's had 2 hours sleep and he's still here. It's just so powerful. So powerful. I love that. So this is all going to be an opt-in basis. You guys, you get to choose whether you want to come on this 90 days of action with us. I think you'd be crazy not to, because you're going to get some training from some really phenomenal leadership over the next 90 days, however many weeks that is. 12 weeks. You're going to get some really incredible leadership training every single week. And that homework is going to be growing your business with speed. Who wants their business to grow with speed? Yeah, I reckon. And who wants their business to be growing new leaders? I know I certainly do. And I want to be the leader to show those leaders how to move forwards in their business. And how are we going to do that? We're going to use tools and systems that freaking Kathy Coover wrote. Not that what we wrote, what Kathy wrote. That's why we're all going to get us up. There you go. Sam's got his little Kathy page out. So we're going to have full direction. We're going to have the running tracks. We've got everything there. We've got simplicity. We've got the next step. We know where we're going. There's no guessing. There's no jumping on the call thinking, oh, what am I going to get tonight? You know your running track. You know what your next step's going to be. So, you might be jumping on just to really finish off on this part of the call. You may jump on that Monday night call and you may not have done the homework. But what we want you guys to know, what you're opting in for, you are opting in for the opportunity then to have live coaching. Because we want you guys to put your hand up and fully take ownership. I'm on this call and I didn't do the homework, and I want to be held accountable for that. So expect there to be some live coaching, some accountability. You're going to feel that stretch. You're going to feel your tummy do that stretch of, oh, I really don't want to. And then we're going to make you do it anyway, because it happens so much. Who can agree? And just throw something in the chat. Who can agree that when we go and speak to somebody brand new, or we go and ask somebody for their details, or we go out to connect, we feel that uncomfortable stretch of our tummies, and we feel those nerves and that anxiety. So if we start to get used to that feeling of the stretch being something that actually comes into goodness and to greatness of our business, who would love to feel that stretch and then just do it anyway, that it become their reflex? Because it's something that I really, really take upon myself I feel the stretch and I go, yeah, Corinne, that's the stretch. Now you've got to do it. And it's my trigger. It's actually my trigger to take further action than my trigger to retreat. Hayden Dews. I love that I get to see who it is. So good. So good. Awesome. So yeah, I mean, we've covered off the why. So I really want you to, I really hope that you guys are starting to see the why would we be following 90 days of action? Well, Kathy's gone first. Kathy Coover has gone first. She made it to the top of 3 network marketing companies. 3 companies that she left because there wasn't integrity and things were changing and, so on and so forth. She got to the top as the top income earner in 3 different network marketing companies during her career. I know for a fact that I want to be doing what Kathy has taught. I know for a fact that when we harness this as a team, when we follow the tools and we follow the structure of the 90-day action plan as a team, this is literally going to ignite our businesses to just literally to the next level. Kel, did you mean to put your hand up?
Yeah, and I was going to say, guys, just when Corinne's talking about homework or the tasks, it's not anything that, it's not like go home and write lines about how you're going to be a successful network marketer or anything like that. It's going to be like actually tasks. So one week it might be going home and leading a launch party. That's the task set for the week. Things like that to actually grow your things that you should be doing to grow your business, or, having 5 3-way calls that week, things like that, that's actually going to help you grow your business. So just understand that when Corinne's saying, homework or task set for the week, that's what she's meaning. So sorry, because I just want to how do you say it?
Get that across.
Get that across, yeah.
Beautiful, fantastic. Thanks for sharing that, Kelvin. It's so important to be clear that anything that we set, one, we're going to be doing ourselves, and two, it is only to help you grow your business. So it's all the things that you want to be and should be doing anyway, but just having that direction, having that accountability just really helps us to keep placing that one foot in front of the other and really keep moving forwards. Yeah, that's awesome, Cal. Thanks for sharing that. And yeah, I mean, look, 80 accounts that have logged into this call, and I can see at least 2 people in so many of them. You imagine 80 of us moving through 90 days of action. I can just see that leaderboard and those points in the rally just firing, absolutely firing. It's just going to be off the charts. So powerful. So what's first? What's next? I know so many of you guys, I've seen the little screens of you holding up your books. So some of you may have picked that up at Celebration or at an event that you've been to. We want you guys to purchase your 90-day action plan. And the reason we want you to purchase it is a small investment, but it is that investment into your business, and it's not a very big one to ask of. So I'm just going to share my screen so I can show you how you go and get your hands on one. So bear with me 1 second. Awesome. So you just go to www.isasalestools.com. This one brought me to .com.au just because of where I am. And you select business tools. And you scroll on down the page. And for $16.50, you can get your hands on a beautifully collated, printed on nice paper and arrive at your doorstep 90 days of action. So a real small investment for 90 days to completely transform your business and completely transform your leadership in your business as well. So what we request of you to do to be a participant of the 90 days of action is to jump in here, order your diet or order your action plan. And we request you do that tonight because we ordered ours a week ago and they've just arrived. Mine just arrived today. Most of the New Zealand ones just arrived today. So that's task number 1. So make sure you've either written that down or you know how to get it so that you do that this evening. That's task number 1.
Because if we've already got one that is blank and clean, do we still need to buy one?
No.
Okay, no. That was like the opt-in. Okay.
No, you've got one. That's absolutely perfect. Fresh, brand new, not scribbled in already. Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. The second prerequisite that we have set, because we know the power of having these milestones really solidly locked into your diary and making the investment in particular, is to take part and really take ownership and plug into this with the biggest intentionality set is that we request that you book in to the next event and you have your ticket as well. So once you've made your purchase of your 90-day action plan, we want you to take a screenshot and we want you to post it into the Wellness Squad to show that you've purchased so we know who's opting in and who's actually joining us on the 90 days of action, or take a selfie with your brand new book, post that up in the page. Next, we want you to jump into your events. So you can go to isagenixevents.com and you can select your country so you know the next event coming up in your country. We obviously know that the next one for Australia and New Zealand is Summer Kickoff. Just stop that share for a minute so we can see each other. That the next event is Summer Kickoff. And guys, take responsibility for knowing which cities Summer Kickoff is live in. Again, that's your responsibility to know. Don't wait for somebody to post that up in Pathway to Success before you know that there's an event on. We really want to take ownership of where the events are on, not only for you to get to, but who do you know in those cities that you can plug into and to get there. And we spoke about this hugely on a group training call I did yesterday as well, and everybody jumping in and taking ownership of who they can invite to those as well. But your task is to purchase your ticket to your next event. If you're in the UK, your next event is UIA with David Wood, your next core event. We're talking the 4 core Isagenix corporate events, not a Super Saturday or whatever, but it is your next event, not the future ones. Epic if you did buy your celebration ticket for next year, but we want you to be, for this, your commitment to your 90 days of action is to buy your ticket to the next core event in your city. And again, once you've done that purchase, we want a screenshot and a share and a post. It's all about accountability. This 90 days of action, showing up, doing the work, and being accountable is what is going to keep you moving forwards. That's awesome. People have already been purchasing all these tickets already. So just screenshot your ticket, even if you've already got it, and share it in the Pathway to Success so we can see that you're accountable on there. That's brilliant. That's awesome. So what I want to show you and what you could be doing this week, you've got your book on order. You've got your handheld Bible, your guide on order. So you're going to be up to date with everyone. You're not going to be missing out on a thing as we go through. You've got that ordered. It's in the mail. You're now just super excited. Can't wait to get going. You're seeing everybody's posts start firing up in the Pathway to Success. And you want to get into some action. So fortunately, we've got some action that you can start having a look at straight away. For those of you guys that have gotten familiar with Isagenix Business, and again, select the country that you're in. Make sure you always select the country that you're in. You head to isagenixbusiness.com, and there is a 90-day action plan section here. So go to isagenixbusiness.com, and there is a 90-day action plan section. And what you can do with that section is you can start, have a look around, have a look at why is there a 90-day action plan set. If you just want to know a little bit more about why would Kathy create something like this. And like I said, we've just come off the back of Good to Great, where it was hammered and hammered and hammered home how everybody is using these scripts. So let me just share with you a little bit of a story about the script. So David's given us a walkway to how to present on stage. He's given us 10 simple steps to how to present, not just at a corporate event, but at a Wellness Wednesday, at an opportunity meeting, at an in-home taster party, even on a 3-way call. There's ways to present, even on Zoom call training. And there'll be so many of these that when you go and read, you'll notice that I'm really trying to implement on this call as well. And you'll start to see other leaders doing the same thing. So David put up on the screen videos of Eric Coover right back from when he very first started presenting all the way up until more present presenting now. And you could physically see him in the early stages working his way through the script. And to now, 8 years later, with so much practice, 8 years of practice, how now he's so streamlined, but he doesn't stray away from the steps. He's not like, oh, I've done 8 years now. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to freewheel it. I'm just going to do my thing. He is more structured in the steps than ever before. He's more confident on stage because he just knows the scripts. But he follows them. He doesn't deter, and he doesn't move off track. He just stays straight and solid. And I was sharing again yesterday, are you in that position right now where you're feeling a bit more confident in what you're doing, that maybe you're not getting someone on a 3-way call for a welcome the box, and you're not using the Pathway to Free Products checklist because you know how to walk someone through the box call. And you might just be feeling a little bit more confident around that. And we want you to feel confident, but we don't want you to move away from the templates and the structure. Is your business where you want it to be? Are you earning the cycles? Are you bringing on leadership of people that you want in your business right now? And if it's a no, get back to the solid structure and the templates, because we only know that this works because of the people that have gone before us, because of the people that have already done it first. the best thing is that this path is a well-walked path. We just need to follow it. And that starts with the 90 days of action. I'm just going to quickly check the group chat because it's firing off. Yeah, love that, Isaac. Absolutely. It's our safety net. The templates and the scripts are our safety net. It's so that we can stand there boldly, performing our task, performing our meeting, performing our Wellness Wednesday, whatever. We can be following our script. I mean, guys, if you haven't even seen this before, I'm just going to jump online and show you it, because you're going to be blown away by what you get to create with this. In fact, enough of me talking. Let me get straight into that now. It is such a powerful tool. And what we really want you guys to get is just how much easier this is going to, everything is going to be generated from when you have this. So, oops. All right, 90 days of action. So this is your book. So guys, if you're in a couple, if there's two of you building from your business, you need a book each. You can't share a book. I've tried. Steve and I have tried, and it's like, I want the book, and he's writing his why and I'm writing my why, and it's just, you need a book each. Yes, you're still building the same business, but you need a book each. So you've got your 90 days of action. What can you accomplish? Kathy takes you through what you can accomplish. This 90-day action plan has been developed to take you step by step towards reaching your goals. You'll focus on the following things: your vision for your future, developing your connecting and sharing skills, planning daily and weekly income producing activities. So obviously, when we do get to the end of our 90 days of action, who's excited that they're going to be having these skills where they're already connecting and sharing so much better? And who's going to be a little bit excited that they're able to plan their days and their weeks of IPA with ease and flow, and it's not so clunky and so, we're able to find that flow because we've taken 90 days of action, and because we're going to have a brand new team by the end of it. Think of all you guys that are running for executive, how much easier this flow is going to be, having this script and these skills to flow by. So we're going to start off by getting really crystal clear on the why. I know a lot of people, and I'm sure so many of you guys can feel the same, as you can feel a little bit almost held back by maybe not knowing your why, or feeling like your why isn't big enough. You might have been to Celebration and you might have heard some people share on stage their why, and it's huge. It's huge. And you might be sitting there thinking, my why isn't big enough. Maybe it's not good enough. I know I felt like that for so many months at the beginning. I just really, really struggled to take probably as big a steps and as much action as I probably could have taken had I just not taken full ownership of my why, regardless of how big it might have been perceived by other people. So this is going to be super powerful for you to either be taking your own new team members through, or really harnessing for yourself as to getting clarification on your why. Remember, if you've done a 90-day action plan before, just really get present to how powerful this is going to be, that you get to take your brand new team through this, and you get to create simplicity and duplication with your brand new team members and show them the real ease of how to run in this business, that you get to show your brand new leaders that, or you get to show your brand new team members that. So we're going to be going through the why. We're starting with the why, creating vision boards. We're going to get into connecting with the right mindset. That's always a good one. Always a good one. We all go through the downs and the lows and the highs. So great. We're going to go through a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. So we'll be working through this tool. I'm going to keep scrolling down the page. Oh. Connecting in the 4 steps. Oh. Sorry, computer's jumping around a little bit. Utilizing tools. So we're going to become pros at where to find tools, how to use tools. Oh, I can hear someone not on mute. I can hear some feedback. If you know who it is, you can pop off mute. I can only see Kelvin Ness, Nat and Aiden and Strickers. Connecting. Where can we go? Who can we connect with? So you might be looking at these and thinking how simple this appears, and it is. Yet are we delivering this, and are we showing this to all our new customers? Are we showing this to all the people that say, put their hands up and say, yes, I want to share the products? Are we showing them these tools? Because it's so simple, yet we barely ever pull these tools out and really get into action with them. And now we can, because we're going to have the 90-day action plan to hand. Oh, sorry, my computer's a bit on the go slow. It's going to, come on, scroll down. It's getting a bit overwhelmed. All right, if that's not going to play ball, I'll have to read to you from mine. So after we have really started to master connecting, as we're starting to really master the art of connecting, which is a constant skill that we're always going to be perfecting and we're always going to be working on. I'm just going to try and mute John's phone. We've then got the compensation plan. So we're really going to start to be able to draw out you share, they share with ease. We're going to be able to sit at a coffee date and be able to show how the compensation plan works. We're going to know the tools of where to refer people to. It's going to be super simple. And most importantly, we're going to be in action. We're going to be in massive action. And the one part that I love, and I know Rachel loves this so much. In fact, she thrives with this. She's going to know what I'm talking about when I pull it up. The tracker. That's right, Alice, the tracker. You know how much she loves this one. You're going to get yourself a tracker, a tally tracker in the back of your 90 days of action. I absolutely love this as well, especially when you start being super intentional with each day. So whether you've got 12 hours a day that you can work on your Isagenix business, or whether you've got 1 or 2 hours a day to work on your Isagenix business, you've got a tracker so you can see that the work that you're doing is getting you results, or if the work that you're doing isn't getting you results, you can see, or maybe it's because I'm just not taking the right actions. Actions such as, how many people have you got enrolling into the Healthy Mind and Body Challenge? Have you shared the ISA Body Challenge? How many initial contacts have you made? So you're doing a tally chart along the way. How many appointments, presentations, or launch parties have you set up? Or have you been arranging for people in your team? How many 3-way calls have you had? And by the end of the week, you get to see the action that you've been in. And so this isn't for you to compare to maybe Sam, who's doing this full time. If you're doing this 1 or 2 hours a day, or maybe you're doing 5 to 10 hours a week and Sam's doing 10 hours a day, of course your numbers on your weekly total at the end are going to be nothing like someone that does it full time. And that's what I love about this tracker, is that this tracker is only about bettering yourself. And it's so powerful to be bettering ourselves every single day. We can see what kind of action that we've been in every single day. So as we move through from week 1 to week 2 to week 3, and it takes you you've got a page for every single week, which is why it's so vital that you get your one printed out, that you've got this in your hands, because by the time you've gone from week 1 simply to week 5, you're going to be looking at your numbers and going, have I been doing the income producing activities? Have I been showing up to every single call? Have I been doing the homework, the IPA homework that's been set for me? Am I showing up? Because if you're seeing these week by weeks grow, yeah, Alice is right, the tracker doesn't lie. If you're seeing this grow week by week, you're also going to be seeing your business grow. You're going to be seeing your leaders grow. You're going to be seeing your leadership grow. And that's honestly, trust me, guys, when I say you're not going to recognize your business by the end of 90 days, you really, really aren't, and you really seriously plug into this 90 days of action. And we are so stoked to be doing this with you and to be really, really getting into this. We're so, so excited to be doing this with you because we have seen the results that come out of it. And we've been doing things really, we've been rank advanced. You guys, we have been doing making some serious dents in the enrolling, in the rank advancing. You're seeing all the rank advancements that have come out of TWS. You've seen all the rank advancements that have come out of round 2. People were coming up to us at Good to Great and going, guys, your team is on fire. What the heck have you guys been doing? Everyone has been watching you guys. Everyone was remarking on the work that you guys have all been plugging into. And it was remarkable to listen to people talking about you like that. It was like proud parent mode. It was so brilliant. And that was all without the structure of the 90-day action plan. That was all with you guys already throwing yourselves in, committing to action and taking massive action. And we saw phenomenal results come out of that. So I want you to really just take that after this call and really just sit present to that. You achieved those results with a small step-by-step. You had the flyer, you had the page, you could tag, and we really did set you up for, some tracks to run on. But when you think that Kathy Coover, who has been the #1 income earner in 3 different network marketing businesses, has written you a business plan, can you see why I'm saying that you're not going to recognize your business in 90 days? And we're going to do these multiple times throughout the year as well, guys. So if you feel that if you don't opt in for this one, that we're launching next Monday, the 9th of July, if you don't opt in for that one, and I don't see why you wouldn't, but, for whatever reason, if you didn't opt in for it, we will be doing more throughout the year. But we want you guys to obviously be jumping straight in at the deep end, because I see so many of the familiar faces that jump on every single Monday night anyway. This is just a way of having something real solidly structured for you to move through each week. So if any of you guys are thinking, well, what if I bring somebody on in the 90 days of action who really wants to harness and run in this with us? I can see nodding. Yeah. It's all going to be accessible for them. They can still jump on and order their 90-day action plan. They can still jump on and order their ticket to the next event, where they'll then go on and they'll post that in the Pathway to Success. Then what they can do is they can really just get into action with us, and we'll have those recordings specifically for those people who are jumping on, not to go back and watch the recording a few days later if you miss the Monday night's call. You have to be on the call or have a really, really valid reason, which we're talking like time zones, shift work, those kinds of things, where you'll be able to watch it within 24 hours max. But we're not posting recordings up in Pages. Yeah, or if you died. Yeah. Oh dear, there's always you. So, and the reason we say that is not to be difficult. It's literally just to empower you to build the muscle of repetition, of consistency. And yeah, like Rachel said, like with the time zone thing, like there'll obviously be those layovers that, and if there's anything more than that, of course, we'll always bring it to just providing you with as much as possible. Like we want you guys to thrive and to succeed and to soar with all of this. We're not wanting any reason to be difficult, but we know that with consistency, you develop the muscle. You think about when you go and lift weights, you can't just like miss a week and expect to get the same results. That's why we want to put this structure and this solidarity around it, so that we're showing up, especially when we don't want to, especially when we're most resistant to it. And that's why we're putting some structure and some rules or some systems around it, just really truly so that people can start to take themselves on and challenge themselves in ways that maybe they haven't so challenged themselves in before. Just going to check the group chat to see if there have been any questions or anything that I might have missed. Yeah, all to get results. That's it. Yeah, and it's where the breakthrough happens. That's right. And I know so many of you guys have done a lot of work in self-development, and you've done a lot of work, personal growth work. And often the things that we really don't want to hear are just the exact things that we need to hear, as it can feel at times. It's always for the growth. It's always for having move into the next level, moving forwards, especially when it comes to leadership.
So, can I just say something around that?
Go for it.
Yeah, cool, guys. And something just around that growth as well is the reason we say, like, if you're not doing the kind of activity that we want to be seeing, then we'll probably ask you not to be on that team call, or we'll take it on yourself not to jump on that team call. Is really it's another thing for us as well, guys. It's a lot about putting all this action in, and we're building our businesses as well, just like everyone else is. And we really only want to be putting our time into the people that are actually going to be showing up and actually going to be building their businesses and actually wanting this, because it's a big thing to want this and do it. And we really love and want everyone to do this, because we know how awesome Isagenix is. But the simple fact of the matter is that if you're not showing up and actually doing the work, we're going to work with people that are doing the work. And that's the simple case of it. Realistically, we want to encourage that great behavior and people that are actually getting out there and sharing the gift of Isagenix and showing up to actually do the work. Like we have businesses as well, just like you guys have businesses, and we want to work with the people that are actually running their businesses. So that's a big thing about why we want everyone. If you're showing up on these team calls, it's just do the task set at hand, because it's something that's going to be growing your business. We wouldn't tell you to do anything that we wouldn't personally do ourselves. And I just really like to enforce that we have businesses as well. We want to be working with people that are working their businesses as well. So yeah, cheers, guys.
Thanks, Kelvin. Just such a really powerful point to execute. Is that we only want to be working with the willing. And it's amazing to see 80 people at one point, now 74 people logging into the Zoom. But we would love to see that those 74 accounts logging into the Zoom were 74 plus people taking massive action in their businesses. We know what you've declared. We know what's important to you. We've spoken, and all of us speak to each of you guys regularly. We know what's important to you, and we know why you show up to the calls. But that week can go so fast. That Monday to Monday call can go so fast that before we know it, we can get out of action. We can be in a slump. We can have not connected with anybody, and then it just continues, and it can snowball, and it can go on. So the real direction of this 90-day action plan is going to be super powerful calls every Monday, just as we always have, but with complete steps, one foot in front of the other. And you're going to have people really, as a group, we're just going to be moving along together. We're going to be picking you up when you're feeling in a slump. And when you're not the one in a slump, you're going to be picking people up. So you're going to be discovering new levels of leadership for yourself as well, that one you might not see for yourself yet. Your little voice in your head right now might be saying, she's talking about me being a leader and I'm not a leader. You might not even put your hand up to say it's me. But I sat on calls for so long, completely crippled by the fact of not thinking of myself as a leader. And and this is just learning, we're all learning. If I'd really known how simple it could be, and how I could have a safety net, that I could do anything, but as long as I followed this, I'd only be moving forwards. You could really see why, from what we've learned from good to great. And there were so many things that we could share with you, but there was just this resounding noise that came to all of us, and it was templates and systems, templates and systems, templates and systems. So we just really seriously couldn't be more excited to really get into this next Monday with you. So just before, fire any questions into the chat just so I can see if there's anything there that's not quite clear for you guys. Obviously, you've always got us all on the Facebook groups. You've got us all on Facebook Messenger. If you want to reach out to any of the leaders individually, you can do that anytime. We're all here to support you, do calls, do events and parties together. So let's plug in and always do this as a team. What we need you to do, if you're opting in and you're going to be on Monday night's call next week, remember, don't start the 90-day action plan and not have taken the action this week to be joining on that call. You need to be ordering your 90-day action plan really either tonight or tomorrow, so you've got your book by Monday. If you live close by other people, maybe do it together and cut on postage, just an idea. Make sure that you've ordered your 90-day action plan, and make sure that you've purchased your ticket to the next core event, and that you've posted the receipt of it, or you've posted your selfie with it if you've got your brand new book already, and you've posted it in the Pathway to Success, so that you're keeping yourself accountable on social media. We know how powerfully that works with an IsaBody challenge, so let that work within your business as well. They're the two, before Monday. Yeah, Sam.
Right,
yeah, go for it, mate. Push can.
Thanks, darling. Doing an awesome job, by the way, guys. How freaking exciting is this? I can't believe it. There's going to be like 80 of us moving in synchronicity. It's going to be amazing and way more fun when you're working with 80 legends, good-looking legends. So my last little input is Eric Hoover came up with like a real thing that happens to people who go to events and don't take guests. Okay, and I want to liken this example to what it's going to be like over this 90-day game plan, and it's called PERS, which is post-event regret syndrome. Okay, so just give me a show of hands if you've been to an event and you wish you took more people with you. Loads of hands popping up on the screen, right? So same applies to this. Don't have a post-call regret syndrome of not showing up and not getting your homework done, because I am the serial procrastinator, and it is so painful and so full of like anxiety if you do this the hard way. And so my recommendation is just like Pozza said with your 90-day game plan. You know what you need to do now. Take action on that one thing that's like right in front of you straight away. So same with your homework. When your homework gets set each week, do not do the college approach or the uni approach and leave it till like the day before it's due. Get it done, because not only does that put your mind at ease, but it gives you time to solidify that learning for the next call. So you're going to arrive at that call prepared and probably excited to share your homework, rather than sitting there anxious that you either breezed through it and didn't really get any value from it, or maybe didn't even do it at all. Okay, so that's my piece of advice, and I say that from personal experience because I've done it so many times, and I'm not going to do it this time, and I don't want you guys to have to deal with that either.
Yeah, I can relate to that so much as well. I often am really a leave it to the last minute type person at uni. So yeah, I can totally relate to that. Love it. So is everybody clear? You're going to purchase your action plan and you're going to purchase your ticket. You're going to post the screenshots of that into Pathway to Success, hashtag 90DAP, 90-day action plan, 90 DAP. I'll go first. I'll post mine tonight. Events page is down. Okay. Simon, if you are in New Zealand, it's SKO. If you're in Australia, it's SKO. So just you can purchase it through your back office. So you can purchase your tickets through your back office. If you've never purchased an event ticket before, guys, reach out to your enrolling sponsor, and they'll reach out to their enrolling sponsor if they don't know. There's always someone that can help you. Message me if you need to as well. And purchasing your 90-day action plan, purchasing your ticket, screenshot into the page, and let's get ready to be on that call next Monday, where we're going to have the most phenomenal training moving forwards for you guys. We're going to see that leadership board for the rally literally firing on all cylinders, and we cannot wait to see and be recognizing you guys for all your leadership, for the brand new people that you're going to be attracting into your life because you're putting out there to the universe. I'm making a declaration. I'm ordering my action plan. I'm taking the steps. I'm going to stay accountable. And this next 90 days just going to be absolutely off the chart. And we cannot wait to move forward on that with you. So if no one's got, I haven't seen any questions come through on there. There's some awesome links that Isaac has been throwing around for the events page for the UK and New Zealand, Australia. So click those links now so it gets you through. But otherwise, just really simply isagenixbusiness.com or isagenixevents.com, and it'll get you straight to those. Okay.
So just one. We did a bulk order of the diary at the beginning of the year, guys, and I was on the phone to people that work at the ISA Sales Tools. And if there's like a bunch of you living in one town, one city, if you can get 7+, tend to work. If you can get 7+ people putting an order in under one order in together, and you bulk it up, they will normally waive the delivery costs, which is quite handy if you're in New Zealand. So if you can get a heap of people together, it might be worth giving them a call and seeing if they can do a little deal on delivery pricing. Because I know New Zealand, it can be quite expensive to deliver just for one person.
Awesome. And if you're going to do that, guys, you're going to have to do that tonight so that you can get everyone together by tomorrow latest to get your book, because delivery takes about 4 to 5 days. It's not as quick as our auto ships, unfortunately. But yeah, get into that action. Any questions, fire them over to us personally as we end this call. Let's do this, guys. Let's go crush it and have that leaderboard firing. Cannot wait to see what you guys pull out of this. Lots of love, everyone.